Right guys, it's been about 1 week, well it has been a week since I've picked up the car delivered. What have I achieved this week? Absolutely nothing. Well, basically, when taking on a new project, like a new vehicle, a new car, whatever, familiarization is something that we don't have. So I've spent this week basically getting my grips with this car, going through everything the guy Phil has done, what needs to be done and what needs to be changed. So picked up some wheels today. We're going to fit them in a minute and that should look pretty cool. And then we'll start with the fuel system. Basically I've started a list now of jobs that needs doing, jobs that needs changing, and we're going to work our way through it. There's a lot to do, as you can see. I've had delivery after delivery after delivery of bits and bobs for the car. This is the current exhaust bits and bobs that I've bought. There's my back box. Milana back box. 3-inch inlet, 3.5 inch or 4-inch exhaust out. Pretty nice kit to be fair, eBay special, although obviously they're their own company. Nice welds, 99 quid, pretty decent, looks sick. I love the dolphin, like dolphin tip style exhausts. This will sound pretty fucking awesome, I reckon. We have a mid box from MIJ, 40 quid. We'll just should make it sound a little quieter but then also nice. This is just a 2.5 inch to 3 inch, although this needs to be stretched to 3 inch, but 2.5 inch cis part joiner Y piece for my manifolds. So my manifolds are going to go, both of them are going to go into this. This is then going to be straight through the whole way to my back box with the centre box, and I've got about 3 meters of 3-inch pipe that I'm using for that. We did last week start making the brackets for the slide rails and for the bucket seat. I've butcherized the original driver's seat, taking off the stock brackets because I wasn't going to spend 250 quid on a mounting bracket when the car already had one. Yeah, they're the slide rails fitted to them. They're going to need changing slightly because of how the bolts come through. And I might weld reinforced part of the slide rails on. I haven't decided yet. Then that's how we're looking at the moment. Fronts are a little tucked, and that's because we haven't got brakes on yet. So when the brakes are on that, disc brakes, they should sit nice because these sit. I don't even think we even need spacers now. Fit pretty perfect. Right, fuel tank in the back, rx8. There it is, underneath the seat. It'd be great if I could move this seat forward, but I can't because there's no power to this car. So I've got to just squeeze in. Right then. Right, at least I can buy a new one for when I butcher this one. Yeah, I can get them pretty easy. That's how you get a lock collar off. Got the stock pump out, and my uprated one is pretty much bang on the same size. Can now slot the back top half back on. Line, there's bits that line up on here, so pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Slide the rails in. Keep that power cable out of the way. Such, that's it. Yep, sits down on there fine. So that's in basically now. The only thing left is to get my new lock collet, which I've ordered and is on its way. Let's have a look at the brackets then. First job is the bolts I've put through. I knew were going to be too long, but some will have clearance. So this back one here, there's loads of clearance, so I don't have to worry about that. This front one, this side, the back one's fine. The front one just needs zipping down as well, cutting short, and then it'll clear as well. Alright, we've cut that down, hopefully enough. So if we look now, yep, that clears on both accounts. So that is in place. Perfect. We've got the seat bracket in, original seat bracket, aftermarket slide rails, and now all we've got to do is make the mounting, how the side mounts fit, slightly narrower, because they want to sit about here and here. This is what we're going to use, basically. Time to get cutting. Rear bar's tucked into place. Do the front bar now. Start of the exhaust. You see up here we've got the flanges, and I've welded the flexi on this side. And on this side, basically, I wanted to do the same thing. I welded the flexi on, and then it didn't fit. It fouled. So to start with, I've just got a bit of 2.5 inch. It's going to be cut a bit shorter now that it's on, and then a flexi is going to be added to the 2.5 inch bit, probably from about here, and it'll finish about here. Can then start the bend it underneath the transmission, actually mount it to the transmission, because obviously it moves the same as the engine does. Bring them together here, well, probably about here, with the joiner here, about there somewhere, and then yeah, and then carry on down the back of the car. Alright, do a little tack. Tack one side. the other side. So from here, obviously I want it as close to the gearbox, with obviously a small gap, but as close as I can to keep my ground clearance, because this bank is going to be the lowest point of the car. Well, it's going to be close to the sump, really. So any lower than that and I'm going to be scraping it, which is not what I want to be doing. Notch the flexi, so I've got to give myself a little bit more angle. I've notched the pipe, giving me a little bit of angle. Obviously this is proper DIY bodge because I don't have a pipe bender. I can't bend the right angle, so I've got to cut them. It's not the most efficient way. It's definitely not professional, but professional is not a word used in my garage. It's just getting the job done. But if we look with that on basically there, that's how it's going to weld. It does sit really nice, and it'll swoop under the gearbox here, so I'm happy with that. Let's get fucking welding. First half of the exhaust is done. Nice clearance. On both sides. Yeah, I understand that it ain't pretty. It's MIG welded, it ain't gonna look pretty. But it's gonna be covered in heat wrap, so it'll hide it. And who gives a shit? It's an exhaust. You don't have to spend £1,000 on exhaust. 3 hours with a MIG welder, some straight pipe. I literally used 2 bends. The rest is just cut at angle. And we've done the hard part of the exhaust is now done, where we joined both banks into one. We've got a 3-inch V-band. We're now going to do a turn, like an S shape here, I think. S shape here, straight, and then out to the one side. This next part, because we're dealing with a single exhaust, will take only a couple of hours to do the whole lot. The V-band to a 45, to a 45. Just going to weld in the mid-box. Another vibration mount fitted. It was basically this hole on the subframe is 11mm. Like that one was 11mm. Riv nut straight inside it. Get another bracket, and I'll weld that on now. Right there. Right guys, that concludes episode 2. We've got lots done, still loads to do. I've spoke to Phoenix Management about the electrics, and they've sent me wiring diagrams and a little bit more information, so that's great. I'm not stressed about doing that now. That's something I'm going to be focused on this week. I've had the seat arrive, so that'd be cool, and get that fitted. Finish off the seat bracket, well, the mount. I've got a couple of holes to drill, but my drill ran out of batteries, so we'll be getting on to that this week. Get the steering wheel and adapter fitted, and then finish off the fuel line. I'm going to put a new fuel line in with the AN fitting, and then a new hose the whole way in, and yeah, so, and some other little bits and bobs. See what we get up to. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.